Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy this video and let's get right into it. So I've already started off this video with her hair being braided, and I would call this like medium sized braids, and you would just braid your client's hair based off the thickness of your client's hair, and just make sure that your braids is small enough and flat enough so when you put your wig on you won't see the bulkiness underneath the wig. So after I've braided the hair, I went in with my Ericka gel and I applied that all over the edges to slick them back and out the way. And then I used a blow dryer to make sure that was dry first before I put the cap on. And then after I put the cap on, I go ahead with my Ericka Hold Me Down Skin Guard just to spray on top of the cap, and this gives really good great protection as well. And I also go back in with the Ericka J gel along the hairline. And the mistake that I've actually made doing this step is that I didn't let the gel dry completely. So when using a gel to do the ball cap method, I highly suggest that you sit your client underneath a blow dryer or literally wait until it is completely dry to go ahead and cut off the excess cap, because as you will see later on in the video, the cap ended up sliding back because I didn't have a proper blow dryer to make sure that all of the gel was dry completely. So yeah, so just a warning, if using a gel, just make sure you use a hooded blow dryer so you won't have the same mistakes that I have made. So I went in with the number 13 Ruby Kisses makeup and I applied that all over her cap, and now I'm just going ahead and cutting off the extra cap. So now I'm just taking some 70% alcohol and I'm using this to clean off her hairline, to remove any oil or extra dirt or makeup from off her hairline. And this is a very important step, so make sure you don't forget that step and make sure you clean it off as good as possible. And then we're gonna just pop the wig on. So before you start gluing, I highly suggest you make sure that you size the wig up properly to your client's hairline and make sure that everything is covered and you know kind of exactly where to apply the glue and how things are gonna lay. And then after you clean off your hairline with the alcohol, I highly suggest you go back in with the skin guard and spray some of that on there just to make sure you get extra protection from the skin. And now we're just going to go ahead and take our Ericka Hold Me Down adhesive, and I like to use 3 layers of this glue. And as you can see right now, her cap has slid back, and this is what I mean when I say that if you don't allow the gel to properly dry, this will happen. So don't mind that. This install is still going to come out super flawless and we still got the job done. So like I said before, I'm just using 3 layers of the Hold Me Down adhesive, and I'm smearing that out as evenly as possible until everything turn clear. And then once that layer turn clear, that's when I'll go ahead and apply another one. So for now, let's just take our time. Now that I've got you by my side, tell me, are you ready for the ride? You know we're gonna make it last all night. So let's just take our time. So now we're just going to go ahead and lay that lace right into the glue. And after I get it into the spots that I needed to lay, that's when I will go in with my ragtail comb just to press everything down and set everything into place. And then once I get all of the lace laid down on both sides, I go in with my blow dryer on hot to warm heat, and sometimes even cool. I go back and forth from them two, cool to, I would say cool to hot heat. And I take my elastic band and I wrap it down until it's set into the skin. So now I'm going to be cutting the lace off into 3 different sections, and I'm going to be using my Annie razor to cut in zigzag motions all around the lace. And when you cut in zigzag motions, this gives it a more realistic look. It won't be a harsh line, and this is just the best way. Make sure that you really cut in zigzag motions, y'all. So my client is going to be going for a middle part today with the loose layered curls. So right now I'm just making the middle part, and I'm also going to be going in with my Ericka waxing stick, and I'm going to be putting that all on the part in her hairline and taking my hot comb and molding that and pressing that down to get it to how I need it to lay.
There is just something about you that I need to know. Look across the room right at you. Come get to know me better.
Clock is ticking, time for the weekend. Work is coming to an end. I got my eyes wide open, savoring the moment, trying to breathe it all in. If I could slow down the clock, I would. When I'm with you, I just feel so good. I hit replay every single night. So for now, let's just take our time. Now that I got you.
So now I'm going to be carving out the baby hairs and separating them. So the baby hairs that she will be getting today is the 2 baby hairs on the temples and also 2 on the sideburns. So as I'm parting that down, after I part it, I'm going to be taking a small makeup brush actually, and I'm going to be taking that same colored makeup from that I used on her cap and on her wig, and I'm going to be applying that all on her hairline. And what that does is really help that blend in. It helped the lace blend in way more, and I really love that step. Like, it is a life changer and I highly recommend it. And then after I apply that makeup, I'm going to be taking my Got To Be Free spray and spraying that on the hairline, and also going back in with my elastic band and tying that back up to make sure that I have a seamless melt.
I got my eyes wide open, savoring the moment, trying to breathe it all in. If I could slow down the clock, I would. When I'm with you, I just feel so good. I hit replay every single night. So for now, let's just take our time. Now that I got you by my side, tell me, are you ready for the ride? You know we're gonna make it last all night. So let's just take our time.
There is just something about you that I need to know. Look across the room right at you. Come get to know me better. There is just something about you that I need to know. Look across the room right at you. Come get to know me better. There is just something about you that I need to know. Look across the room right at you. Come get to know me better.
Clock is ticking, time for the weekend. Work is coming to an end. I got my eyes wide open, savoring the moment, trying to breathe it all in. If I could slow down the clock, I would.
So now I'm just going to be shaving the baby hairs down with the same razor I used to cut the lace off. And I'm going to be taking my Nairobi mousse to be forming the baby hairs today. And after I shave them down, I also go in with my mini flat irons and I curl the baby hairs upwards. And this just really helps the baby hairs to form, and you don't have to put in that much work to form the curl or the baby hair. And it's just really a blessing, and it's really a lifesaver. And I love this technique. So yeah, just curl the baby hair upwards, and then I take my Nairobi mousse and I swoop them baby hairs.
that I need to know. Look across the room right at you. Get to know me better.
Clock is ticking, time for the weekend. Work is coming to an end. I got my eyes wide open, savoring the moment, trying to breathe it all in. If I could slow down the clock, I would. When I'm with you, I just feel so good. I hit replay every single night. So for now, let's just take our time. Now that I've got you by my side, tell me, are you ready for the ride? You know we're gonna make it last all night. So let's just take our time.
There is just something about you that I need to know. Look across the room right at you. Get to know me better. There is just something about you that I need to know. Look across the room right at you. Get to know me better.
So I already went ahead and cut her layers off camera, and she will be getting some loose big curls. And the curling iron that I've used in this video, I really don't know the name of these curling irons because they were a gift, but I will check and leave them in the description box. I love them. They get super hot very quickly. They get the job done, and they also go up to 500 degrees. So like that's a really good thing. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and curl the hair away from her face, as you can see, and I'm going to be doing this to both sides all the way until I get to the top.
If I could slow down the clock, I would. When I'm with you, I just feel so good. I hit replay every single night. So for now, let's just take our time. Now that I've got you by my side, tell me, are you ready for the ride? You know we're gonna make it last all night. So let's just take our time.
There is just something about you that I need to know. Look across the room right at you. Get to know me better. There is just something about you that I need to know. Look across the room right at you. Get to know me better.
Clock is ticking, time for the weekend. Work is coming to an end. I got my eyes wide open, savoring the moment, trying to breathe it all in. If I could slow down the clock, I would. When I'm with you, I just feel so good. I hit replay every single night. So for now, let's just take our time. Now that I've got you by my side, tell me, are you ready for the ride? You
So I'm just combing the curls out now with my fine tooth comb. And yeah, this is how you get them big voluminous curls. I love these curls. The more layers you cut in the hair when you do these specific curls, the better that the curls and the outcome would be. But she loved it just like this. I just went ahead all around and just combed them all out and combed them backwards, like how I curled the hair, and that's how you get that feathered effect when you comb the hair away from the face. So we're gonna go ahead and take that neck strip off, and this is what your edges should look like after everything is dry. And then right now I'm just taking my Clairol root corrector, and I'm going in and I'm correcting her over bleached knots that I made a mistake and did while bleaching her knots. And I love this specific technique because it just gives a so much more natural look and a more natural part rather than using that black spray with putting that comb right there. So yeah, I love the technique. And then after I go in with the black hair dye, I go in with the angled brush and take that same makeup number 13 and just define and outline her part even more. And then after I'm done with the part, we're going to be going ahead with our fine tooth comb again, and we're going to be combing out them baby hairs and plucking them and shaving them down as much as they need to into your desired liking.
about you that I need to know. Look across the room right at you. Get to know me better.
Clock is ticking, time for the weekend. Work is coming to an end. I got my eyes wide open, savoring the moment, trying to breathe it all in. If I could slow down the clock, I would. When I'm with you, I just feel so good. I hit replay every single night. So for now, let's just take our time. Now that I've got you by my side, tell me, are you ready for the ride? You know we're gonna make it last all night. So let's just take our time.
There is just something about you that I need to know. Look across the room right at you. Get to know me better. There is just something about you that I need to know. Look across the room right at you. Get to know me better. There is just something about you.
So now I'm just going back in with my hot comb and just pressing everything down just to get rid of any flyaways and just trying to get everything as flat as possible. And I do this a couple times until I feel like it's flat enough. And you can do this however many times as well. Just make sure that everything is pressed and laid, honey.
If I could slow down the clock, I would. When I'm with you, I just feel so good. I hit replay every single night. So for now, let's just take our time. Now that I've got you by my side, tell me, are you ready for the ride? You know we're gonna make it last all night.
book you, girl. And if you gotta stay, get a flight. So I wouldn't.
That's right.
I wouldn't leave your girls wrong.
Take our time.
There is just something about you that I need to know. Look across the room right at you and get to know me better. There is just something about you that I need to know.
So this is the finished result, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. If I haven't already left it in the description box, just let me know and I will try my best to get back to you. Actually, I will get back to you. And basically just enjoy these last few clips of me touching up, just making sure that everything is laying like how it needs to lay. And if you haven't already, make sure you guys follow my social media at T the Slayer on Instagram, and all my other social media pages. I will also list them in the description box below. So you guys have a happy holiday. Halloween is coming up and my birthday coming up. So if you guys have came this far in the video, please leave a happy birthday because my birthday is November 13th. It is officially Scorpio season, y'all. I'll be 21. Okay, cheers to 21. So you guys have a blessed and marvelous day, and I will see you guys in my next video.